Hi everyone, this video will be short and to the point. I will do exactly as the video title suggests. I don't think any creationist has ever taken the time to do an honest examination of what it would take for creationism to be true. I will list two concise premises, one of which must be true if creationism is in fact true. Premise number one. In the beginning, when God created life on our planet, He created every species to ever exist so that they'd all be occupying the earth at once. For this claim, I don't think I've ever heard any creationists saying this is the case. We know this premise is false because such a thing would be ecologically impossible. Can you imagine so many different organisms forced to share the same planet? Plus, new species are discovered all the time, and paleontological evidence already disproves this premise conclusively, making a mockery of it. And so far, no rabbit fossils have been discovered in the Precambrian era. Premise number two. God periodically poofs new creatures into existence. I don't think I've ever heard any creationists make this claim either. And if God were to do this, He might as well autopilot the diversity of life through the mechanism of evolution guided by natural selection. So in summary, premise number one is obviously false, and premise number two would seem to support evolutionary theory. Now let me elaborate upon that in just a moment. Now I have heard creationists say repeatedly that creatures bring forth after their own kind, and after their own kind only. What kind means I do not know. Its definition seems to be amorphous and unscientific. The definition changes to suit the needs of the creationists at the current time. But humoring the creationists for but a moment, even if creatures are to bring forth only after their own kind, this would in fact support evolutionary theory, seeing as how premise number one is clearly demonstrated to be false, because new species are constantly coming into existence. This is called speciation, also known as macroevolution. So basically, whether you say you accept creationism or evolution, you do accept evolution, because there is no other way to explain the observations of new species inundating our planet on a regular basis. Thus, evolution is a fact purely by employing logic. That's not even mentioning the specific fossil and biological evidence, however. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Just as a disclaimer, this video is not intended to disprove creationism. Too much apologetics have been applied to the creationist story to go through as it is. Instead, this video was meant to, and I dare say it did, demonstrate how evolutionary theory is undeniable. I also hope to have enlightened some creationists on the ramifications of their own ideology. So again, thank you all for listening. Take care.